Well, what advice would you give someone maybe who's trying to get to 106 years of age?
What is she saying?
She's asking, what advice would you give someone who's trying to reach your age?
That's advice that I don't know how to answer that. Just keep on living to get my age. That's I know. To live the best you know how, and do the things that's requirement for persons to do. That's trying to make life better for the human being and him also. It's a lot that I used to know that I'm forgotten in this age. I done got too old to remember the things that I came through and some of the things that I learned in my growing up as a child. Not a child, as a growing up young man, a young boy, playboy, whatever you call them when they're young, running around looking for dad to come home with something. What he bring, it's all right, as long as daddy brings it. They can name it whatever they want to name it once they get there with it. Make it a bicycle, because I was a bicycle rider.
So you ride bicycles?
Right, I love bicycle.
Used to.
Okay, so I'm sure, like, you may have been like big on exercising. Is that something that you kind of tried to keep up with, like just a healthy diet or walking or anything like that?
What is she doing?
She's asking if you exercised and tried to exercise and eat right.
Well, now the exercise comes, is it, you feel like it. But the eating, it gets when you get hungry. And you eat as much as you can eat. As much as, a lot of times as much as you can get. Whether you need more or not, it's the limit. I can't say I don't enjoy eating, because I do. I love to eat. I don't gain no weight, nothing from doing, but I feel the appetite has been dissolved when I get, especially if it's something I like. And there's so many things I like, I don't want to start naming it. I don't never want the special things. I just like most of everything, My order comes, my appetite comes most of the times when I start eating, or when I see something that I'd like to eat and can't get, that appetite gets worse. And most of the time I get what I like and what I eat.
As you should. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for you, what is something that your father has taught you, throughout the years, something that, has just helped you even throughout life?
I think for myself and all my siblings, the importance of hard work, the importance of family. We, as I mentioned, we are a big family, and we've been extremely blessed. Just like any other family, we've, had our life's challenges. But we've been immensely blessed, as I said, and the importance of hard work, integrity, and just the importance of family and the family unit. So he and my mother both, but that's, he's always been there. So that's something we've been just extremely blessed to have in our lives.
Well, how does it make you feel to know that you're able to still be a part of the lives of your children, grandchildren, and to see your great-grandchildren as well?
Well, I feel like an old man. Feel like I done lived the age of being an old man with the blessing of all of those children and grands. Situation.
Well, last thing, you were a World War II veteran, is that right?
Yeah, she was asking you were a veteran, Pop. Yeah.
I didn't understand it.
She's asking you were a World War II veteran.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, World War II veteran.
Do you remember anything from that time?
What do you remember from your days in the Army? During the war?
During the war was the best knowledge. Most of the time I was in the war. I was World War II sergeant in the Army, and I learned a lot being in the Army from other people in other places, and just learn more about life. That you can do better if you try. make you try and keep on keeping on. I lived a pretty good life. I'm an old man. They call me when you get around 100 year old, you're old man. So I done reached that old man stage, and I'm pressing on the upward way.
I love it.
Able to be out today like today to meet with people like you and other people that resist this and trying to meet with different people, do different things, do something that yesterday that I didn't do the day before, and keep life best I know how. You keep on keeping on the upward way.
Awesome. Anything else you would like to add that I may be missing? Any final words you would like to share?
What does that
Any advice you got for any of us?
I didn't understand quite.
She's just asking any words you want to share. Any advice? Do you
Any
have for them?
advice?
Yeah. What advice can you give us?
My advice to them is just keep on keeping on and doing the best they know how to do it. We always taught them to do the best that we know how. The teacher. I wasn't a teacher, of course. I was a sergeant and I'm a sergeant. And I learned by being a sergeant, I had to know something to make it to the sergeant stage. So I can say that I've been blessed in many ways, and I try to teach my kids, I try to bring them the way that I thought would be the way for them to go to be successful in making their lives more beneficial, to live on, to keep on keeping on.
That's great. Okay. One last thing I just thought about. Did you ever face any type of racism or see anything like that during your earlier years, or anything that comes to mind?
I didn't understand.
What did you face during civil rights? What do you remember about the civil rights movement and some of the things you experienced personally?
Well, a lot of things I experienced personally. I learned a lot about being in the places that I was in at times I was there. I served, I guess, how many years, Robert? About 3, wasn't it?
What's that? In the
In
the military, you mean?
I was a sergeant in the Army, and
Right.
sergeants learn quite a bit, and they have to be a little something to make sergeant. So I can say I was a sergeant for the time I went in. I was there about 3 years
There
before I
4
made
years.
sergeant. So.
Yeah, she was asking, what do you remember about anything you experienced during the civil rights movement? Any instances of racism or during segregation?
Yeah.
What were some of your experiences, or what was one of them?
I had a lot of experience, and a lot of it I done forgotten about, and I wanted to forget it. So I can say I lived a nice life and learned a lot about being with people and being in other activities. So it'll take a lot for me to explain the things that I went through during my lifetime, being as a soldier. I had to know a little something about soldier life. I was a soldier in the Army. I was in the Army a year before I made sergeant. So it takes a little to make a little. So I gained some experience by being in the Army, by learning a lot of different things that I wouldn't have learned just as much in life, plying them mules like I used to be. I was a farmer. My dad was a farmer. His son, he wanted a baby boy. You don't know too much about farming. I learned farming. They went in the Army, sergeant in the Army. I moved up in life. I had a wonderful life. And I've been blessed in many ways to be able to be here today at my age. At birth, yeah. Most people my age just laying in the bed looking up at the ceiling and thanking for their days that they're living. I'm blessed in lots of ways, and I appreciate it. That's one reason I'm here today, because I appreciate some of the things that I've been through in my lifetime. And many people can live my life to be able to come out to meet with people like you, or they ain't with somebody pushing them in a cart. They pushing me, but I can get out of that cart and walk. A lot of people pushing in that cart that can't get out and walk. So I've been blessed in a lot of ways, and I'm thankful for it. That's the reason I'm here today. It wasn't my free will just to come on out to be here. I just wanted to be out to let people know that it's a better life. Always give thanks for the Master who is above, that looks over you daily, and give thanks to whom thanks is due to do. Blessed.
Okay.
Take you people's time to talk with people. I forget a lot of things. I think about them after I leave. I say, oh, I could have told her that. Too late then. You want to keep on keeping on and saying what I can say, and if I miss saying it, it's just get it next time. If it'll be a next time. If it don't, I'll just keep on trying.